Black women washed clothes, cooked food, and hauled debris in wheelbarrows. The Union Army and the black workers completed Fort Negley on December 7, 1862. Captain Morton said, "To the credit of the colored population, be it said, they worked manfully and cheerfully, with hardly any exception, and yet lay out upon the works at night under the armed guard, without blankets and eating only army rations. They worked in squads, military-like companies, each gang choosing their own officers. One was often amused to hear the Negro captains call out, 'You boys over there, let them picks fall easy or they might hurt somebody.' Hundreds of black laborers died from exposure and accidents when working on such Union Army projects. Fort Negley became the largest Union fort west of Washington, D.C. The topmost structure consisted of 12-foot timbers, a stockade to hold horses and soldiers' quarters. There were rounded wooden rifle towers on top of each corner of the stockade. The outside of the stockade, the artillery rested on carriages and smooth plank flooring surrounded the outside of the stockade. 3-foot ramparts, 9-foot thick embankments of earth walled with stone protected the flat artillery area. Morton placed the fort's entrance on the north side with a gentle slope overlooking the city 2 miles beyond. The fort also had a sharp salient, a gateway, a timber guardhouse, and a loophole bomb shelter flanking the gate. Fort Negley, a multilateral copy of an old Spanish design, used 62,500 cubic feet of stone and 18,000 cubic yards of dirt, occupied 600 by 300 feet and 51 acres of sound plowed hill, and rested some 620 feet above sea level. The Union Army abandoned Fort Negley soon after 1867. The local Ku Klux Klan held secret meetings in the fort's blockhouses until 1869. During the early 1900s, Nashville's Black Republican Party leaders unsuccessfully petitioned Republican presidents to restore the fort. In 1937, the Federal Works Progress Administration restored Fort Negley. The fort, however, was allowed to fall into ruins again until the 1964 Civil War Centennial celebration. In 1975, Fort Negley was listed as a National Register of Historic Places. In 1980, the Metro Historical Commission and the MHC plaque marked the entrance to the site. Years later, the Tennessee Historical Commission placed a historical plaque to note the involvement of blacks in the Civil War and construction of Fort Negley. In 1994, the City Council approved $500,000 to begin the restoration of Fort Negley as a historical, tourist, and community resource. As late as 2000, Nashville had begun appropriating $3 million for the project.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sabyl.